Just like in episode 1, I also received very warm responses from my viewers in the video of episode 2. And one of my viewers actually suggested me to add bosses in the game. And that is just what we're going to do. Necromancer boss? Absolutely yes. So I tried my best to implement some new bosses, which kind of fit right in the story. So the first boss would be obviously related to the slimes. And guess what? The boss is going to be a freaking slime king, of course. It's a big slime with a... I don't know what that is. A throne on top of his head. Yes. So actually fighting the slime king is rather simple. I just added the springs so that it makes it easier. Actually, it didn't make it easier. It just made it more annoying to move around. But you get the idea. You can jump over the slime king and sort of attack him from all the different sides. So I also added these knife throwing mechanics, sort of to make the game a little more dynamic and a way to attack from a range. You can obviously upgrade them. So after defeating Slime King, you will be greeted with these new enemies, goblins. There's a whole new level related to goblins with their slums and all. Like second chapters to the story, as I would say. And what boss would come right after goblins? Let's see. So obviously every boss fight starts off with a nice slide, cinematic slide. And there you go, a Goblin King. So the Goblin King actually attacks with a piece of chicken. He throws a piece of chicken towards the player. And the way I made it, the system to actually calculate the angle and throw the... it took a very long time. And as you can see, if you attack the goblin, if you get cocky and try to get near, the goblin will slap you back and do a lot of damage. You can also send it right back so that it damages the goblin and not you. And once you deal enough damage, the goblin will enter a defensive mode where it will call for backup. Forward, you will come across other undead creatures like zombies, skeletons, and obviously, yes, every RPG game has a boss like those other two back then. And the next boss would be actually an undead boss. And of course, the undead boss will have something special than other bosses. So the undead boss actually is a necromancer, and he has a sickle that he will strike you with. So better defeat that boss quickly, because he will call upon some really powerful minions to do the bidding. You can run away from the necromancer, but you cannot hide. Oh yeah, and obviously running away isn't going to help you very much, because he will call upon minions like every 5 or so seconds, and then eventually there will be so many minions that you can't just keep on running. So it's better to fight him than be a coward and run away. Also, the stalactites that fall from the roof do not affect the boss in any way. So if you manage to get some damage, to the boss, he will enter a sort of a defensive mode where he will call upon multiple of his minions to do his bidding, and he will also be invincible for quite some time. So that's one thing to note. So really, other than that, there's really nothing. You just have to fight with him while trying to dodge. And there's also one last boss that I will not show you. It's just early in prototype stage, the last final boss. So I'd like you to experience the last final boss when you actually go and play the game. And I think the game should be done within this month or so. So stay tuned, and I will release a gameplay walkthrough video for the game. So stay tuned, subscribe, and maybe leave something in the comment section that could help me improve this game more.